Good morning. Today is September 21st, 2020. It's Monday. And our I can for today is I can identify the midpoint. So if you think about the word midpoint, what does it sound like? All right, some people think it sounds like being in the middle. And that's exactly what the midpoint is. The midpoint is the number in the middle of two other numbers. So let's start with an easy example. I'm going to 0 out in my margin, and I'm going to put a 1 outside of my other margin. It's a very faint red line there. And I'm going to make a number line right below this, tracing the blue line all the way across. Now we know that number lines can go between 0 and 1, and they go between 1 and 2, and 2 and 3. I'm going to change this 1 into a 10. I just made it 10 times bigger. Well, what would be the midpoint right in the middle of 0 and 10? So here's 0, here's 10. What number's right in the middle? Right in the middle, we would have 5. And right here we would have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And right here I would have 6, 7, 8, and 9. 5 is the midpoint because it comes right in the middle. That's our midpoint, right in the middle of 0 and 10. Let's try another one. I'm going to skip 3 lines. I'm going to put a 0, and this time I'm going to write 100. And I'm going to connect my line all the way across. Remember, if I'm going too fast, you can press pause and continue in a minute. My question is, what comes right here in the middle? What is in the middle of 0 and 100? If I'm starting at 0 and I want to get to 100, how will I know when I made it halfway? If you said 50, you're exactly right. 50 is halfway between 0 and 100. From 0 to the point, this is 50. And then from 50 to 100, that's 50 more. So watch how I split this. I'm going to draw 4 little lines on both sides. This is how I easily split my number line into 10 equal pieces. I did my mark in the middle. I'm going to put 4 little lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to label all of my lines to figure out how much each place is worth. Well, here's 0. What would this first line be? It could be 1. Let's try 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 50? No, that doesn't work, does it? So it can't be counting by ones. Let's try tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Did that work? Yes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And you'll notice I made those numbers a little bit lighter. 50 is our midpoint. It comes right in the middle. And I'm also noticing a pattern. When I was trying to count up here, I counted by ones. And now I counted by tens. Look at my numbers. From 1 to 10, what did each of my numbers do? I know you did not just say add a 0. No, that would be a too fast 4th grader. Each time we multiplied by 10. So what's 10 times 10? 100. What's 9 times 10? 90. 8 times 10? 80. It's following a pattern. Let's try the next one and see if the pattern continues. I am going to label another number line. I'm skipping 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. This is going to be 0. My other margin over here is going to be 1,000. And I'm going to label the blue line right underneath it. I have seen your notes. You guys are doing a great job taking notes every page, front and back. Writing on the lines, we have beautiful 4th grade notes. I'm trying to figure out what number comes right in the middle of 0 and 1,000. And I know it's going to follow this pattern here. So first I had 5, and then I have 50. What number do you think will be right in the middle? If you said 500, that was an excellent guess. You're exactly right. 500 is our midpoint. That means from 0 to the midpoint, it was 500. And then from 500 to 1,000, it's another 500. It's halfway. It's an equal share on both sides. So I'm going to need to split each of these. And I'm going to make 4 little marks on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way my number line is spaced out pretty well. Let's see if I should count by ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. That didn't work. Let's try tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 500. That didn't work. What else could I count by? Let's try hundreds. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. I think we found it. Let's count by hundreds this time. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900. 500 is right in the middle. It's the midpoint. It's an equal distance on both sides. It's pretty great, right? This is a pattern we'll find for all of our numbers. Let's pick a different number. Let's between 10 and 20. I'm trying to figure out what number comes right in the middle of 10 and 20. Well, what number do you think I should count by? Should I count by hundreds? Probably not. That would be too big. 10 to 20. What number comes in the middle? 15. That's exactly right. Because I'd be counting 10. Now I make my 4 little marks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's check. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's right. And if I counted my jumps on both sides, look what I would find. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps on that side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps on that side. That means it's our midpoint. It's an equal share on both sides. You can leave your jumps there if you want to. You do not have to. All right, let's try one more like this. I'm going to label 300 and 400. And I'm trying to find the number that comes right in the middle. That was not my best line. That's okay. We're flexible 4th graders, right? Trying to figure out the amount that comes right in the middle. I've noticed all of the others of these, 5, 50, 500, 15, they all have 5 in them. I wonder if that pattern will continue. Well, let's see. I know that I'm going to need 4 little lines between here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we should count by ones. 300. 301, 302, 303, 304, 305. Well, that would put a 5 there. Let's keep counting. 306, 307, 308, 309. Does 400 come after 309? No, I can't count by ones. Let's try by tens. 300, 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, 400. We found a winner. Our midpoint is going to be 350. And I just counted by tens. 310, 320, 330, 340, 350, 360, 370, 380, 390, and 400. Either way, there's an equal chunk on both sides. This is how we find the midpoint.